Chop game. Market makers playing that chop game. Traders getting wrecked, don't trade it the same. Long it, pull back, short it, moon quick. Market makers in the back, left. Confirm breakout. No, now it's reversing. Market makers bait the highs and slice the lows. Paint the picture, then it folds. Fake bull flags, fake bear traps, jumping in late. That bag collapsed. Whipsaw move, straight disrespectful. No trend, just chop. Feeling regretful. Market makers see it stop like X-ray vision. Liquidity hunting, that's their mission. Retail trying to snipe the top. Market makers cooking, it's getting hot. Revenge trading will break your soul. Fear, greed, envy, you lose control. Jealousy, anger, revenge gets fed. You revenge trade, now in the red.
Don't feel like you have to be in a trade. Don't give up, I know it's hard. Royal flush soon, like playing cards. Markets change, can't trade it the same. Long the uptrend, short the flare.
It's that range game, fake out chains. Market makers profit, traders feel the pain. Candle art ain't what it seems. Chop is a weapon, killing dreams. Chasing that breakout too late, my friend. Market makers denying the sin. Retail trap, caught in that zone. The traders be holding bags, asking for a loan. FOMO hits, traders load that size. Price retraces, no allergies, but watery eyes. Market makers sell the dream by the dip, then the dip keeps dipping. It's a sucker script, adapt to die. That's the motto, no edge in chop, just highs then hollow. Top down scan, zoom out the view. Avoid the noise, wait for the cue.
Don't give up, I know it's hard. Royal flush soon, like playing cards. Markets change, can't trade it the same. Long the uptrend, short the flare.
Feeling fear, feeling greed, angry, mad, want that speed, fast, jealous, why? Trade the flex, revenge got you wrecked, now you second guess.
You gotta breathe and follow the plan. You'll win again if you understand. Don't give up, hold your ground. Set alerts for the trend, wait for the sound.
Whipsaw move, straight disrespectful, no trend, just chop. Feeling regretful, market makers see it stop like X-ray vision. Liquidity hunting, that's their mission. Catch the move, not the hype parade. Stay in the game, that's how legends are made. Market makers playing that chop game. Set a stop loss on every trade. Trade with the trend. Or get trapped again.
Chop game. Market makers playing that chop game. Traders getting wrecked, don't trade it the same. Long it, pull back, short it, moon quick. Market makers in the back, left. Confirm breakout. No, now it's reversing.
All right, guys. Confirm breakout? Nah, it's just reversing. So here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So happy you're here, guys. Thank you so much for joining. This is a Trading Tuition. My name is Joe, and I greatly appreciate you here. Of course, what we do is we show you how to successfully trade without all the complicated terms or pattern memorization. We make trading not as difficult. That's what we do here. Thank you for everybody showing up. Of course, if you are here, put a 1 in the chat. Let me know you're here. Put a 1 in the chat. We're going to go over Bitcoin after the crypto bubbles and the liquidations. And also we're going to see if we're in alt season. So there we go. All right, let's get some shout outs really quick. Of course, the first one was, oh, I don't see it here. Let's see, who was the first one? Oh yeah, Mike. Mike with the first. I appreciate you, Mike. Thank you so much for being here. We do have, let's see here, RS Miller in the house. Thank you so much. And let me go ahead and check something really fast. Live, there we go. Good stuff. We have RS Miller in the house. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Crypto Coin Mindset. We're over there doing our Monday and Wednesday show at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I absolutely love spending time with CCM. Really great guy. And like the stuff that we talk about, very important in my opinion, you know, just about what the market's doing, everything else. Holy smokes. We have Andrew, just became my favorite. Andrew is now my favorite. We can see it right there. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate you, man. You were my favorite. So let's go ahead and continue on here. Crypto bubbles. Let's see here. We got Steve in the house with the bingo and the bangos. Appreciate you guys greatly. We have Sunny with the CCM raid and the magnets. I love you guys. For those that know, they know. Magnets in the chats. See here. Very nice. See. Steve, trade intuition. 1, 2, and a 3. Let's go. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate you, man. Let's do this. Tech man in the house. Appreciate you. Appreciate you greatly. Going down the list. Duality C. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. We have Alexandra G, the mod queen. When everybody first started saying mod queen, it's like, I don't know, we'll see. And then she's everywhere. Like literally, I thought she had, I don't know, like 7 monitors with different influencers, YouTubers, whatever you want to call us. And just, you know, being a mod on all of them at the same time and she works. Holy smokes. So, man, you have to be like the hardest working mod that I've ever met. So shout out to you. Thank you so much for being here. Right now, crypto bubbles, we are getting some movement. Does this mean Bitcoin's going up? Possible. We're gonna check. Holy smokes. Let's see, what's this one? Wow, Crypto Coin Mindset just gifted 5 memberships. Holy smokes, thank you so much for doing that. That truly does help support the channel. You guys are the absolute best. Thank you very much. If you have any coins you want me to do, let me know and we will get those for you. Now, let me go ahead and get my notebook out. There we go. Very good. Let's see here. Steve says, CCM, I still need to buy a trader helmet. Still messing around on Robinhood. Let's see here, going down the list. We got Mike in the house. Okay, going down, checking everything. So thank you once again. Thank you very much for that. Let's see who got those. Cliff got one. Very nice. We got Meet Damien got one. So now we can put those really cool emojis with the bingo, the bangos, and everything else. So very nice. She's everywhere. Yeah, I agree. King Charles in the house with the membership, and also Hart. Very nice. Thank you for doing those memberships. Of course, the memberships do help support the channel. They keep the lights on. They continue to help me provide the free information that I do. And once again, I want to get rich with you, not because of you. For that reason, you don't need to join my group to learn how to trade. I show you how to do it every day. Show you how to do it. If you want to join the group, well, that's just access to me and all the updates. But you don't like, would I recommend it? Sure. Joe, you're the worst salesman ever. Don't join the group. If you have money, stop messing around. What are you doing? Join the group. If you don't have money, let me help you make money. Not financial advice. Oh, I just made some fresh coffee. Man, tastes so good in my CCM cup. It actually tastes better in my CCM cup. Let's see here. KD says, these are my favorite kinds of days. Only 1,250 more up days like this. There you go. Let's do it. Warpaint received a gifted membership as well. Very nice. Very nice. You're very welcome. Shuby in the house. What's up, Shuby? Lil Caspa says, I didn't skip the ads. Oh, wait. I don't skip the ads when I watch Joe's streams. Hey, feel free to skip them. I don't know if we get revenue from you watching the ads or just it popping up. I don't know. But I appreciate all the love and support y'all provide every single time. Because again, it helps support the channel. It really does. If you use any kind of referral links. You know, I have referral links on the bottom of this description, and that helps support the channel too. So everything helps support the channel. Thank you, CCM. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the gift. Or paint. Thank you very much for that. Andy says, everyone busting my that the shutdown is a nothing burger, but the total market cap is up over 4% in less than 24 hours. Yeah, so when the government shuts down, in my opinion, it can go two ways. And that's one thing I really hate about this whole trading thing. It can go two ways. One, people can see it as like, oh, okay, well, we don't need the government. You know, what we need is to secure crypto, gold, silver, any kind of tangible stuff, whether it's, you know, actually buying it or having it in the stock market, to where it's a hedge against the dollar. Then they can look at it as, oh no, everything's going to poop, and let us go ahead and just take out all our money and let me bury it in the backyard. So there's two ways that everything happens. For me, what I like to do, support resistance. I keep it easy. I keep it like literally. There's sometimes where we get news, and even though it's great news, it'll bring down the markets. And then everybody says, well, it was already priced in. Oh, well, we didn't know that until after the fact. But if we have great news and it goes up, well, then it went up because there was great news. Same thing when there's bad news. Price can go up. Why? We have bad news. Well, it's showing that the economy is weak and people are trying to hedge their money. I was like, okay. But then if it's bad news, it can also go down. Why? Well, because it's bad news. So I do level by level. All right. Let's see here. CCM swag. That's right. Love my coffee mug. Happy International Coffee Day. Well, I did not know that. Going down the list. Very nice. All right. How's this look on the daily? Holy smokes. Does this mean we've been going up? Does Bitcoin been going up? Possible. We're going to check that in a second. How about the alt season? Right now we're at 62. Yesterday we were 56. Let's go. Moon mission. Are you packed? Now, we've been mentioning this pretty much all last month, and especially my group for several months. November is when we want to start accumulating, not financial advice. We want to start accumulating, if you're not already, in projects that you really, really like. October, we may see, ups and downs, maybe coming down 20, 30%, depending on Bitcoin, but we are so close to the send. And you want to have your bags packed prior to that send, instead of, oh, the price already moved 80%, let me now buy in, and it moves up another 12% before it retraces 30. And then you panic. So give you a heads up. All right. Let's go to the liquidations. Liquidations heat map. We're going to refresh this page one more time, and we're going to look at the 24-hour. Then we're also going to look at the 12-hour. So on the 24, nothing too exciting. We got some levels up here. 50 million, boring. 15 million, boring. So nothing too crazy. We're right here, right here, right where that 50 million's at. Could we come and tap it just to liquidate people? Sure. And these people right here, those are all of these traders. They were all doing shorts. They're double top and, whatever they saw here. Maybe even these traders here. These traders got stopped out here, more than likely. And now these traders are getting stopped out here, more than likely. If we reach it, we're really, really close. So the closer we get, the higher likelihood we are to tap it. Does that mean that we will tap it? No. From here, we can go straight down to, Joe, your big head's in the way. We can go straight down here. Take this 79.28 million, sitting at 113,296, and then shoot straight back up and get these people. So as we come down, we're creating liquidity towards the top side. As we go up, we're creating liquidity towards the other side. So let's go to the 12-hour time frame. Let's look at this. Ooh, dog. So we just tapped 18.49 million, and we are so close to this 50.53 million. And Like if I was a betting man, I'd say we tap it. Doesn't mean that we have to though, but we're really close, really close. We have all of this building now, 53.13 million, 50.63 million, and 44.75 million. Super close cluster. So what could happen is all these people that are, you know, almost going to get liquidated, we might come down here to get this to shoot back up. And we've seen that time and time again. So just be very careful. Be very careful. For me, all I know is that price cannot go here unless it breaks this level. Once it breaks this level, the chance of it hitting this is very high. Not saying that it will, but it's much higher. The chance of getting this is once we break this level, and we did break that level, and we're really, really close to it. So just because it breaks the level does not mean that it will definitely 100% get those areas. It might later, but just be aware that it can do whatever it wants. All right, moving down the list. Let's see, anything else I want to show here? Let's go to money. So money, holy smokes. Good Lord. Money just took off. So here we were looking at, this was an entry. This was an entry right here, thinking that we may come down to come up and do this number. Here's our entry. Money did come down, went, re-entered this zone where we thought it might enter back over here. This was a bounce zone, so this would have been an aggressive entry just in case if it, you know, rolls over. But instead we did come up, and then we came down here to, what's this? This is the 236 level, but these levels don't even matter anymore because it went up. But regardless, so here's a zone, another zone. This is why I like these boxes. Went to this zone 2, bounced, retested that box, and then just skyrocketed. Good Lord. So this is the follow-up on money. Let's see, anything else I want to show here? I don't think so. All right, here. Warpaint says, what a time to be alive. We're winning a bigger. Yeah, very true. Now, if you are not in any trades and you are not winning, or let's say you're in trades and you're down, don't worry, guys. Like you're gonna make it. You know, the only way you can fail in crypto is if you stop trading, if you stop learning. That's the only way you can fail. Let's see here. Let's go to this. And so much for the short thought process. It's just taking off. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. I gotta drink some coffee while it's nice and hot. So just bear with me one moment. So good. Okay. 4-hour time frame. When the price was here, kind of went over this on CCM's channel. When the price was here, I'm thinking we're gonna pull back to the 3-2. Well, let me just show you to the 382 level, and potentially, you know, go up and then come back down. Now, on a smaller time frame, we can see all this. So one thing I am not a hindsight hustler. I am not a replay millionaire. But what I do is I show you the thought process behind the thought process. Here, we're coming down. Why? Well, because we went up. Look at this. We went up. We went up here too. You know, it's healthy for it to come down. So this is why we entered our short. It came down. What I'm looking for, I'm anticipating it to go up. That's what's shown here, to go up after it comes down. We did come down. We went up. We came down. And I'm expecting it to go up again about 50% of this extension leg so that it could roll over. That's what I want to see. This is what I want to see. Come up 50%, roll over, take out this low, then come for this low, and then continue going to our other targets. Our first target did hit. And then we moved our stop loss into slight profit just to cover fees. And the stop loss hit when this happened. Then, because this did not come down to where what I'm thinking, let's see here. See, up, down, up. So it didn't roll over here. It's showing strength. It actually broke this high. Now I'm thinking, uh-oh, not good. Because now I'm looking for a reversal for it to take 50% of this extension leg, about right here, come down, here and now attack to the upside to get this and all this liquidity for all you liquidity traders out there. But it doesn't do that either. It comes straight down. So right now we're just messing with everybody. Hey, we got crypto changed me. What's up, buddy? What's going on? So now it's just messing with all the traders. Let's see here. So let me go here, do this. So now my thought process, we broke this level. Okay, cool. Even though we showed strength here and we're coming down to take some of this liquidity right here. Now my thought process, okay, we had a chance to go up, but now what I'm thinking, 50% of this move to come up to maybe this zone, 38%, about 50% here, maybe come up to roll over. And since it continues going up, okay, maybe roll over here. And you can see this where we're thinking about possibly rolling over to where now, if this happens, great, because now our short will continue doing well. Well, I think we got stopped out here. I forget where we got stopped out. However, this didn't happen either because we broke. And this is very important, guys. If you don't take anything else away from this little discussion, thought process, take this. So magnet tool, fib retracement from the high of this extension leg to the low. What I'm looking for is a minimum, a rejection of the 382. Because what we're doing is we're not looking so much for the retracement because we're thinking we're going to the downside. So I want to see a bounce to the 382 minimum before we start coming down. A great bounce would be the 0.5. Great bounce to where it came down, it bounced, gets rejected, 0.5, does this and comes down. This is what I would love to see. Once it gets into the golden pocket, and I noticed people move the gold post, my golden pocket 0.5618. This is my golden pocket. This is what I learned from a long time ago. I actually checked with ChatGPT, and I believe I did look it up, and it said 0.5618 on Investopedia. But I got to look that up again. But anyway, this is my golden pocket. When it gets into this area, I get a little nervous because now what it's doing, it's showing strength. I don't want it to show strength. I want it to show weakness. This right here, 382, weakness, 0.5, weakness in the golden pocket. Because now as it continues to go up, once it comes down, now more than likely the FOMO might continue. And especially if it breaks out of the 618, this is my danger zone. This is when Tom Cruise comes over, because now the saying is that if it could do something like this, come down, and instead of this being a rejection, resistance, this is now support. And now it does this, a lower high, which is fine. Then it breaks this, and now moon mission to the upside. So all of this I'm looking at. And sure enough, we came here. I'm looking for the rollover. Once we did not get this rollover and we actually went up higher, now my thought process of the short is invalid because now we're showing strength. So if we do roll over, I'm looking for a bounce pretty much in this area right here to go up. Does that happen? Nope. Goes up, pulls back barely anything, like what, 2%, 5% of this move, and then moon mission. But at this point, I'm already to where, I'm thinking very bullish, very bullish. So if you don't listen to anything else, this right here is how I determine the strength of the move. Could it change at any moment? Yes. But this is why I'm looking for the pivots and the potential bounces, retracements, everything else. This right here, what I just showed you, will show you, like, I don't know how else to say it. This right here is the money maker because it shows you the direction that the potential price might go to. And then sure enough, why not? Joe, that doesn't help me right now. It would have helped you in this moment. So now let's go and see how it could help us. So let's see how it could help us. Let's go and just delete all this stuff right here. How could it help us right now? 15-minute time frame. Let me get a coffee break. All right. Chris says, I'm up 90% on my stacks trade right now. Taking profit. There you go. I love taking profit. Let's see here. Critical Mindset says, I've got to head out. All right. Honey-do list. Well, very good. Thank you, CCM. Appreciate you, man, for being here. Thank you for the CCM raid. If you were part of the CCM raid, put a 7 in the chat. If you were part of that, put a 7 in the chat. Appreciate you guys being here. Okay, going down the list. All right. So here on the 15-minute man, to me, looks extreme. I would think that we would come down. Now, granted, I thought that right here. I think it was right here. And we actually went up more. But the higher we go, the higher chance it is to finally roll over, pull back. So would I long right now? No. Would I short? Not until, oh, here's my level still. But now, since it went up even more, man, this right here is a good area for a bounce. It's very risky. One, there's a lot of FOMO right now, and the short could be short term. It's like a scalp, really. I would like to see it retrace, and then we can go long. But or not too much. Any coins, guys? Let me know. Any coins? All right, let's see here. Lil Casper says, analyzing charts is like 70%. The other 30% is news. But that being said, you can't only analyze and expect to be right all the time. Oh, I don't expect to be right anytime. I don't. Because anything can happen. Like, you could have perfect news. You could have, well, let's just say this. You could have bullish news. You could have bullish pattern. You can have bullish indicators. You can have bullish breakout. You can have bullish bounce off of the 200 SMA on the daily. You can have everything bullish. And then for whatever reason, anything can happen. And then it tanks. It's like, what happened? So now we're finding reasons why it tanked. Oh, well, there was a bearish divergence on the 7-year chart. What? Yeah. People do that. If news didn't exist, we would predict charts easier. Yeah, for me, news can, and that's the funny thing. We were talking about that earlier. That's the funny thing with news. Sometimes there'll be good news and the charts will go up. Sometimes there'll be good news and the charts will go down. And then they'll say, oh, well, that price was already priced in. So yeah. Can we check out total? Yeah, definitely. By the rumor Southern News, there you go. So as far as Bitcoin goes, right now, very bullish. As far as, oh, speaking about being bullish. So this is what I need for me to be bullish. This right here is dangerous, so dangerous. But in order for me to be bullish, we need to break and maintain this zone, which would be roughly 117.6-ish area. But because we move so much, I don't think that we will bounce here. I think we'll come down to at least here, this trend line, and maybe even down here. But it just all depends on where we go. Right now, would I long? Definitely not, because we have a much higher chance of it coming down. The higher it goes, the greater the chance for us to do the rollover. And then when it rolls over, you know, we had a nice run up, then kind of went here, continued doing bullish. What we needed was a bounce here, but instead we went lower, which is now it's like, uh-oh, then coming up and then broke the low. But for me to be bullish, I would like to see a bounce here and then the break of this zone. All right, so let's look at total. Let's look at total. Here's total. Now for this, we did this many months ago, and this is, let me just kind of bring it up. Let's double click. So this is the psychology of the market cycle. Let me drink some more while it's still kind of warm. This is the psychology of the market cycle. We have disbelief, hope, optimism, belief, thrill, euphoria, We're about to enter this area, guys. Then we have the, oh man, what happened to the extended cycle base? And boop. Then anxiety. Oh, when's the next YouTuber gonna say extended cycle? Then denial. Oh, we gotta bounce. Here it comes. Extended cycle. Then panic. Oh, crap. Not again. Then capitulation. Sideways action. Then anger. Man, I'm never gonna listen to those YouTubers again. Then depression. Man, I can't believe it. My coins are down 98% again. I told myself I wasn't gonna do this last time and it happened again. Then disbelief. Then hope. Then here's the cycle again. All right. So with that in mind, we did this long time ago. And this is disbelief. So let me kind of get this in frame. We have disbelief. This is when we want to start accumulating. This is the hardest part too. We want to start accumulating. Did I accumulate here? Nope, sure didn't. I was like, I'll do it next week. But this time around, man, you better believe it. I'm going to be very heavy in Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the turtle who wins the race. I'm not going to have my hopes and dreams on these 100x coins, on these 50x coins. Nah. I might put a little bit of money on it, but I put like the majority of my money in these alts that were going to make me very, very wealthy. Instead, well, I'm picking up cans and do they do bottles? So yeah. Disbelief. Let me have hope. Here we go, guys. Let's go. Optimism. Let's do this. Then of course there's retracements and all these. Then we have the belief stage. Now when we were here, I believe I drew this for our golden pocket somewhere here. And sure enough, we came to the golden pocket, and then I drew this for our targets up top. Came down to the golden pocket, which is beautiful. Tapped this, so this was, the price action was not here when we drew this. I went to our golden pocket beautifully, then came up, then the price is here. So the next time we looked at it, I'm thinking, come down, they come up, went up some more, going sideways. And this is the area that we want to be in. This is our euphoria zone. I love it. Euphoria zone. However, look, we are so close to the end. So close. But this is when we make some nice money. Now from the golden pocket, again, this stuff wasn't here, but I was saying, if we go to the, let's say we just have it and tap the middle of the golden pocket, we're looking at 131% increase if we go to the $6.13 trillion. Now, for me personally, I think we're going to go to the 6.8, anywhere between 6.1 and 7.1. That's where I think. But I really want to see the 6.81 trillion to the 7.17 trillion for our euphoric zone up here. This right here is the bare minimum I want to see. Right now, we're currently sitting at 3.98 trillion. But this is what I really want to see up here. Once we do this, you better believe it. This is why it's so super important to accumulate in September, which we've been talking about. And if you haven't been accumulating, I would recommend, not financial advice, but I'd recommend, start accumulating the coins that you like. Don't do 20, 30, 40 coins. Do 3. All you need is 1. Do like 3, maybe 5 coins. Maybe, hopefully less than 10. And just start accumulating those. And then when you see the pullbacks of 30%, which you will, you're still going to see that. It's not going to be as often, but you're still going to see it, in my opinion. Start adding. And then ride that euphoric stage up and take profits. All right. Let's see here. Cryptos R Us thinks Bitcoin will go to 200K this season. I don't think so. For my analysis, my minimum is 127 to 133,000. That's my minimum. Piper is saying 166 according to his levels. And so far his levels have not been wrong. And I make a joke about it all the time. Man, I'm waiting for Piper to be wrong. I'm still waiting. So my 127 to 133 is the minimum I'm looking for, with the potential of it hitting Piper's level of 166. Could it go higher than that? Sure. Anything can happen. And if it does, great. Absolutely great. But for me, we'll see. Look, as it says, can you take a look at Clash? It's scripted. Yeah, I saw that. He's been pushing that. Well, he doesn't really push it. He just says that he plays it and who's in it, blah, blah, blah. So Clash. And this is for little Caspa. Yeah, we'll check it out. I have yet to check it out. I don't know what it is. But yeah. Attract all. What's up, buddy? Any good alt spot entries now? Well, we can look. Give me some coins. Give me some coins. We'll see if we can enter some trades. We did a short yesterday. Was it virtuals? Oh yeah. We got stopped out. So here we win, we lose. Since I have nothing to sell you, I show you everything. So here was an aggressive entry. So yellow circle means aggressive, and every trader is different. But here was an aggressive entry. A safer entry would have been for the price to go up, and the price did go up. But for it to roll over and break this pivot, this is the safer entry. Instead, it went up, 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 broke this level, which is our main zone. Once that level broke, there's a really high chance we're gonna get stopped out. Sure enough, get stopped out. So in my opinion, here's the thing though. Right now, everything's moving because Bitcoin's moving. Once Bitcoin retraces, that's when all these traders get trapped. Now I am looking at virtuals for a longer term hold, like a month, maybe 2 months. And I was really hoping to get it lower, but we'll see. Let's see here. Look it up on CoinGecko. I use CoinMarketCap. Cryptos are us, that guy. Yeah, breaking 118. Woo woo. Yeah, it's getting there. All right, so let us look at gold. Gold. So let's do Clash. Let's come over here. I want to see what it is. Okay, and let's go here to here. And let's look at Clash. Clash of Cars. Well, it's a little bitty market cap. So let me do the other one. 1 second. This might not be the right one. So let's go over here to CoinGecko. Flashbang. That's what why don't you just go to dark mode? Flash. Oh, George plays this one? Oh, look at that. Okay. George plays Clash Royale. Did they rename it or something? Let's go to Max. See, September 27. So they must have renamed it. Is this the one? Let me know. And if you have any coins, let me know too, so we can see if we can make some money together. That's the one. Okie doke. Market cap is 17.3 million. Okay. Our website is Pump Fun. Sure. Is this his personal thing? The dev bot here, the dev bot here, as it's coming down, the dev bot. Is this his personal coin? I like to like read up on what it is. I don't see an about. Twitter. Oh, there was an about. No. Where can you buy it? Doesn't give me the information I want to know. Oh, it's backed by Cryptos R Us? followed by a lot of people. If it's backed by him, press the live chart. If it's backed by him, why would he back it though? Okay. Press the live chart, Joe. Live chart. See here, rag doll pending, possible. I don't know, George. He's too good of a person. Man, I want more coffee. My last sip right here. All right. When's the government shutdown, Joe? Oh, it's today. The shutdown happened. Did the shutdown happen? I don't even know. I think it did. I think it already happened last night, midnight. So about 12 hours ago. And the markets are reacting in a positive way. Click on markets. Already did. But I know there's a delay. All right. Let's see here. So this is, let's go to the 4 hour. To the moon. Let's go. And this one you really can't. You really can't use your technicals. I mean, you can. See, the liquidation is liquidity rather. I would think the liquidity would be like a couple million. Market cap is 7. Well, at least. Okay, it says 500,000. For whatever reason, I didn't see that. Okay, I don't know. Anyway, the market cap is 17.16 million. Only 15 days owed. There's over 2,500 holders. Man, I bet you this dump scared a lot of people. Oh, it's rugging. George rugged us. Selling pressure, but then there's been selling pressure throughout the whole thing. Beautiful break of this level. It's going straight up though. So for me, let's say I had $500. At $500, and I love George, and I think he's amazing, and blah, blah, blah. What would I do? First thing I would do is I would donate $400 to Joe, Trading Tuition. First thing I would do is I would label this. This is on the 4 hour time frame. This is the level that's very important to us. In addition to that, we have a zone. We have a zone right here. And this zone, we'll leave it in white. And we're also going to make this larger, full screen. Okay. And then I'm going to make the font a little bit larger as well, canvas, so you can see these numbers. Boom. Then we're also going to do this. This is our bounce zone. Let's go to our box or rectangle. So this is our bounce. Okay. Do bounce zone. Got it. Okay. And then this is our goodbye level. Not like, oh, great purchase, but goodbye. Going to 0. I don't think it will. It could. I don't know. We'll do it like that. We'll make it bold and we'll put it in the center. Boom. Okay. Okay. I also see last chance. So let's do a last chance zone as well. Is our last chance. Let's kind of zoom in on this. This one, we will do it a yellow and a yellow, and we will say this for last chance. Last chance or bounce. Roger that. Boom. Come on. Okay. So now, what is the percentage going down? What is the percentage going down? Well, let's check it out. Price range tool from here to here. Okay, 40%. I like it. So right now, I would not buy. So let's go ahead and put some notes on this. So let's go ahead and put this right here. So here's where the price is at, and we'll do it in yellow. And I'm gonna say, right now, I would not buy. Waiting for retrace. So I wouldn't buy. So one thing I like doing is I like making these notes on my chart, and this is a way of journaling. And especially since I do this and it's recorded on live stream, for anybody else out there, what I would strongly recommend is, put notes on your chart, take a screenshot of it, and then put it in a folder. That way you're documenting your journey of trading. Not only that, but if you have a recording software, then record your thought process. Well, man, I really want to enter right now. George just talked about it again. Price went up 38% since the last time I saw it. Man, I really want to FOMO. You know what? Heck, I'm just going to buy it. And that way you have all those emotions and everything captured on video and audio, so that if, it does go up or it goes down, you can go back to it and be like, man, I FOMO'd. I had a feeling it was going to come down, but I win anyway. Sure enough, it came down. And the more times you hear yourself saying that, and the more times you see those emotions and everything else, now you realize, okay, let me just put in 25% now, but I'm gonna hold that 75%. So if it does come down, which hopefully it does, I can put 50% here and then the other 25% here. But for me personally, on this one, because it went up, could it go up more, 30% more? Sure. I'm waiting for that retrace. Have that retrace. Have it, pull back, maybe not this much, but have that retrace. And then once you start seeing it gain support, put 10% in, 20% in. So if I had $500, I would put, let's do it right here. Because the retracement on this, even though sometimes they don't follow this, wagon tool on, let's go to fib retracement, go from the absolute low to the high. Let's go ahead and move this over. So see here. So the left, let's do it to the right. Let's take off the background. You're bothering me, background. Okay. So I would put my entry zone. Well, it wouldn't be a zone. It would be my entry, slightly above the 382. So here's where my entries are always blue. So let's do a blue. Okay. So here with my entry, so we'll do a lower entry. And let's not make it so large. Okay. And then I will do another one, clone that bad boy. I would do a lower entry into my bounce zone, which would be into the golden pocket. Very nice. let's get this and move this over. Okay. And then I do one more. Hopefully you guys are still with me. If you are still with me, put a 7 in the chat. If I put you to sleep, put a 9 in the chat. Hopefully I don't see any 9s. And here's our lower entry. So this is what I'm looking at right here. Now, if I had $500 to put into this coin, I would wait. And this is what I would do. I would put in because it's so bullish, I would do $300 here. Let's do this. Let's do white. And then I would do, now granted, I only have $500. I would do 150 here. Oh, it's right here. And then I would do my last $50 here. Now you can do it however you want. Again, this is not financial advice, but this is how I would do it. So I would do 300 at this lower point, 150 here, 50 here. What if price does this number? Where, let's see here, where am I drawing stuff? What happens if price comes down and it does this? Okay, well, what I'm doing is I'm monitoring this. And so if I see it coming down, great. Then I'm looking and I see it come up, Then I see it come down, okay, good. You know, hopefully it gets my lower entry and it starts coming up and it breaks this level. Well, the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and cancel my lowest level. And then I'm gonna put that $50 here plus maybe 150. Because I would like to see these lower entries hit. And then maybe it does something like this. And then it starts coming up again. And then I take my lowest entry, which would be the 150, and then put it in here. So now I'm kind of dollar cost averaging, and hopefully it continues going up. So that's what I would do. All right, let's see here. We got 7s in the chat. Good. Was that for you going to sleep or not going to sleep? I forget. I don't even listen to myself. Let's see here. Joe, what EMAs do you like? I don't like EMAs. So you have, and it's so funny. What I love to do is I love to ask questions. And depending on the response, there's so many traders out there that have it here, but can't get it out. And you can tell they're really smart. You can tell that they're thinking, but in my opinion, some traders don't have the ability to get it from here to here in a very comprehensible way. You know, they'll start saying something and then they'll go to something else that ties in with something else that goes to something else, and they'll go back to the original question, but it's all jumbled. For me, I think my stuff is very organized. It's very simple to understand. And if you don't understand it, please let me know. Joe, can you clarify that? I didn't quite understand. And then I'll try to say it a different way or just repeat it. But in reference to EMAs, which is the exponential moving averages, I don't use them. Exponential is fast. The smooth or simple moving average, SMAs, move slower. And I look at those as a lower time frame, EMAs, versus a higher time frame, SMAs. So on the lower time frames, you see all the ups and downs. You can enter the trade sooner, but you have a higher likelihood of getting faked out. The slower SMA, which I would consider a higher time frame, 4 hour daily, as opposed to a 1 minute or a 3 minute, it moves slower. So the levels it creates are stronger, in my opinion. So when it comes to EMAs versus SMAs, I prefer SMAs. Granted, I don't enter as fast, but I don't have as many fake outs. So that's why I prefer SMAs over EMAs. Now notice, that took less than 2 minutes to talk about. And if you ask that same question to anybody else, I'm pretty sure they're gonna go off on a tangent and everything else. So, please ask me questions. I will try my absolute best to simplify everything. And we do this every single day, Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard, Saturday and Sunday at 4. My goal is to teach you all this stuff without saying, oh, well, you have to join my group to learn how to trade. No, I ask me questions about indicators. Ask me questions about thought process when it comes to trading. Ask me questions about theories. Ask me questions about anything, especially indicators. And I find it so funny too. So here's a story. Story time. You guys are great, by the way. Story time. So have you ever watched a movie and somebody says, hey man, have you watched this movie? And you're like, yeah, I saw it. Oh man, do you remember when the guy, he got on the bike and he was looking to the, yeah man, I saw it. And then he did a wheelie. Yeah man, I saw it. Then he jumped off that bridge and all the explosion. Dude, I saw it. I know what happened. And then he landed and then, he did a flip. Like how many times I saw the movie, man, I know what happened. That to me is the same feeling I get when somebody says this. Wait for it. Look, we have the RSI going into overbought. We have the money flow coming in. We have the price action broke above the 200 SMA. It's like, yeah, I can see it. Look, we have money flow coming down. I can see it. We have the RSI cooling off. Yeah, I saw the movie. Look, we have the money flow coming up. Look, we have bullish divergence, and we broke through the level. Dude, I'm looking at the same movie. Granted, I'm looking at the movie. You're looking at the subtitles that it's explaining the movie that I'm watching. So that's my thought process when it comes to most technical analysis. People that are telling me, oh, we have money flow coming in. We have a green dot on the daily, but we haven't had the green dot on the 12-hour yet. Next day, we have the green dot on the 12-hour. Yeah, price went up. That's my thought process. All right. That's just me, guys. That's just me. I know. Some people are like, Joe, you say this all the time. But in my opinion, I'm watching the movie while others are reading the subtitles. That's just my opinion. Now, if I do use indicators, well, the indicator that I love using is this, because X marks the spot. This has my chart prime indicators on here, and they tell me a bunch of stuff. If you're interested in chart prime, the link is in the description. Check it out. This is my cheat sheet. I don't show it too much. All right, moving on. Go back to this. Can I do Control Z? There you go. See here, KZD says, what's up, people? Just lurking. You guys, you know what? I absolutely love this. And I love the fact that I can share my information with you without holding my tongue and be like, oh, I can't say certain things. There's a lot of freedom in this. And again, I can say what I want. I love it. I love it. Got lots of sevens in the chats. Steve says he's at the doctor's office. Story time. Let's go. I love it. Story time. See here, Chris says, in an XAUT trade right now, up 6% right now, waiting for either local double top or another push. Gold has been doing work lately. Tell me about it. It's cool, but it also scares me at the same time. I agree. John in the house. What's up, John? Appreciate you, man, being here. Appreciate you. Chris says, love story time. It's funny. I did a poll some time ago. I was like, guys, I don't know if y'all like story time or not. I like doing story time, but if y'all don't like it, just let me know and I won't do story time. And overwhelming response with liking story time. So I appreciate you guys because I love telling stories. I have a lot of stories to say. Lots of stories. So here we are bullish. Let's go. Moon mission. Let's go. 7. See here. Chris says, share the stream with family and friends. Subscribe to Joe's channel. Thank you. Yeah, for me, I truly do believe that I have the worst business model out there in the crypto space or investing space or anything like that. Because what I'm doing is I'm not saying, oh, you have to subscribe to me or you have to monthly memberships in order for you to learn. Because that's what everybody does. Oh, sure, I'll teach you. Yeah, I'll show you how to be successful. You just got to pay me. I don't do that. You know, you join my group if you want access to me. But yeah. I remember that, Pope. I voted for Storytime. Thank you. Let's see here. Any other coins? Any other coins, guys? Let's see here. Man, it's already 1 o'clock. Get out of here. And the time goes by too fast. Let's see here. This was our short, and then we talked about this already. Price, just liquidating people left and right. Very nice zone right here for a potential bounce. And I mean, so the thing that I do, like I show you all this stuff so you can, you know, not be dependent on anybody telling you, oh, buy, sell, blah, blah, blah. Like this to me is like, I want everybody to be successful. And we kind of talked about this earlier. This right here is a low volume node. Granted, we're in the 3-minute time frame, but I don't need the visible range volume profile to tell me that, or the fixed range volume profile to tell me that, because, well, again, I simplify everything. Here, ups and downs. What does that mean? Support, resistance. That's what that means. Here, there's no ups and downs. So what does that mean? Well, if the price action breaks below this, it's much easier to go through this, almost like butter sometimes, but price can find support anywhere. It can make support, even though there's no support. Let's just say we're at all-time highs. It can find support. It can create its own support. You have a higher chance, higher likelihood that price might go through this like butter to come down here to potential bounce, but doesn't mean that it will. Because there's a lot of times, I remember when I first started, start time. When I first started, people would show, oh, look, the visible range volume profile shows that this is a low volume node. And if we break through this, we're going down here. I'm like, oh man, that's brilliant. Let me go ahead and short. And here's my target. Price will come down. Boop. Boop. Stopped out. Oh man. Then the next time, same thing. Boop. Boop. Oh man. And then I learned through trial and error, just because it's a low volume node does not mean that it will come down here. It's a higher chance. Just like if there's a 200 SMA right here as well, there's a higher chance that it may break through this and come down here where all the support is at, and then hopefully bounce over the 200. There's a chance, a very high chance. However, price can still do whatever it wants. So that's my thought process. Sorry, moving on. Let's see here. Could we look at Rose? Yes, definitely. It looks like we're trying to break a resistance. I'm not sure. Okay, yeah. So we'll look at Rose. And this is going to be the last one. It's going to be the last one for the show. Is TradeFly going live? Wait a minute. So Rose, USDT, sources are bluffing. Okay. You're saying it's at resistance? Okay, I see it. So Rose, here's our thought process. Boop, boop, or just think, and it went boop, and then bounce here. Beautiful. Okay, so let us take away those 7 drawings. Let's look at the weekly. It's kind of okay. So we have this lower highs, got it. Higher lows, got it. Hey, look, we have a bear pennant. Okay, you see that? I see lows. So let us go to the daily. Daily. Well, this really doesn't What's the percentage? 20%, okay. All right, yes, this one went a little bit lower, but that's fine. So this is our hopeful bounce box. This is our BB. Bollinger Band? No, bounce box. Our bounce zone. Joe, how do you do those BBs? Do you have a course that I can learn from? Sure. Show me every day. All right. Because we're doing kind of close to the wick. That's what we're doing. That's it. Yeah. Joe, that was easy. You know, I don't need to watch a 10-hour long boot camp. No. I make stuff kind of not complicated. All right, moving on. And lots of support right here. This is strong support. So we did a higher low. The only thing I don't like is that we retraced so much. If we would have retraced here, it's very strong. This would have been our decision point right here. And I would have been leaning more towards the upside. This is, to me, this is aggressive. Bounce box, love it. Let's go. SRBB. 4-hour time frame. Looks sexy. So this is our zone right here. Do I think we're gonna come down? Sure. Why? Because we went up. Joe, is it really that easy? Well, I wouldn't say easy, but I would say it can be not as difficult. So we're gonna go from the wick to the possible pivot, because again, if it goes up, then we have to adjust this. But I would think that the price action, oh man, it's so good. I don't want to do a lot of boxes, but here's a zone right here. See how the price came down and kind of went in this little area for a little bit before it did something? So that's showing me strength. Let's go to this. So I would think that price might come down to at least a 382, which would be perfect because it's at the top of this box or this zone. Before doing something like this, doing a lower high, everybody freaks out on this, don't freak out. Then doing something like this. Now, what is the percentage of the drop that I'm looking at? Potentially 2%. Get out of here. So in my opinion, oh man. All right, so I'm thinking on this one. That 2% drop is nothing. What we really don't want is we don't want this. So everybody's going to put their stop loss right here. This is where the majority of people are going to put their stop loss, 0.02249. What we want to do is put ours just a little bit lower. Hopefully we don't get wicked out. So we might even put ours down here. Now what I would do, let's go stop loss. Stop loss. Here's my stop loss. Let's go ahead and move that over. Let's take this off. This isn't doing anything else. I would have a lower entry right here. This is going to be your lower entry. Man, there's a really high chance we're going to have that pullback. So, and the reason is just because of this nice move up. So this will be 0.5. The from that fib level that I just drew. So this one lower entry as well. Could it continue going up to here? Could it do this? go up to here, then come down and bounce here, sure. Definitely. But I would like to see it pull back right now. I'm debating if we should do an entry now. Chris says, you should trade it, Joe. I don't like the fact that it moved that much. Well, let's see what the percentage is. From here to here, 8%. Okay, it's not bad. I'm looking at the previous price action. 15%. What might target be? Okay, 14. Next target about 20. And I do like it. We're doing, so we had a low, higher low, higher low, with this kind of double bottom-ish area doing another higher low. So we're showing some strength. We're breaking this resistance. I do think that we're going to pull back to this lower entry, 0.02526. This will be our target. Little Casper says, I gotta go, Joe. You take too long. Sorry. Thank you, Little Casper. You're the best. Target. Copy. Paste it. Target. We do have bearish divergence. If you're looking from here to here, if we're looking from here to here, no bearish divergence. So for me, I would look from here to here, so no bearish divergence. Depending on your mentor, depends on how you look at it. But I still think we're gonna come down. So let me adjust this. There's a part of me saying that I want to enter. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on this. Okay, so let me write it out. Waiting for pull back. Could price continue to go up? Sure. But waiting for lower, for retracement. Retracement. Okay, that's it. Put this in white. And right now the price is here. Put the price right. Let's go ahead and delete that. Now let's do this. So that's the price at the moment. Dang it. Dang it. Okay. I mean, I like it. I really do. I really like it. To me, it looks strong-ish. Breaking the level especially. I just don't like entering coins that do this move. I like for it to retrace and then we break, because then it's showing that it's strong, as opposed to just an impulsive move or just like Oh, everybody FOMOing. So that's my thought process. See, I almost want to short it now, back down to support. See, and that's the thing too. Like whenever I'm drawing these levels, you like some of my VIP members, they'll do that. And sometimes I'll tell them, guys, price is here, you know, first target hit or whatever, but because it moves so much, I'm expecting it to potentially come down to this level 382, 0.5, whatever it is, before going up. And I'll tell them, I said, I'm taking a short, I'm hedging this trade, so we're still in the long, but I'm actually going to go short because we moved up so much. The likelihood of it coming down is great. So I'm gonna make some money going to the downside. So if we were to try to short this, how would we do it? For me personally, in order for me to short, would I short right now? Definitely not. The price would need to break 0.02597. Are these no, it's 24. Okay. I was saying, are these numbers small? But they're not small. But for me, and it would have to be the 3-minute candle close underneath this. 3-minute candle close underneath this level, 0.02597. Then I'd into the short. And my first target on that would be roughly here. Then here. Then here. And then who knows, you know, we could just get this one and then it would continue up. But these were my targets. All right. Smash the like button. Yeah, definitely, guys. Smash the like if you're enjoying this free content. I just every day, I don't tell you, oh, I'm not going to tell you that. You got to join my group. And, oh, you want the secrets to trading? Join my group. Nah. Ask me questions. But not today, though. Tomorrow. Because we're already done. So from here, let's go ahead and go to who is live right now, or who's coming up. So we have Tom Crown, he's live. Meet Damien is live. Who else is live? Okay. That's it. I guess we go to meet Damien. We'll go over there to meet Damien and let him know TI Raid is on. I do thank you guys very much. As always, don't feel like you have to be in a trade all the time. Don't be pressured. You know, if you're seeing other people doing really, really great with their results, we don't know how many times they tried entering that trade before they showed everybody their results. So just kind of keep that in mind. If you're not successful in trading, don't worry, you will be. The worst thing you can do is stop. That's the worst thing. That's the only way you lose. So again, watch this show. We show you how to trade. I do thank you. Ask questions, and we'll see you on the next one. As always, let's make this money. Take care.
Call me the crypto kid. Why stop with the digits? Running on Coinbase, crypto like